Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to part 11 of Battle for Victory here at Scarborough Athletic, and you join us in the third round of the FA Cup where we will take on Hartlepool United, who currently sit bottom of Sky Bet League 2. And in the last game in the FA Cup we beat Harrogate by a goal to nil, and we have been on a decent run of form since the last episode as well. Victories, a few defeats thrown in there as well, a 5-1 defeat to Dorking thrown in there. We beat Leamington in the FA Trophy third round. Victories against Boreham Wood, Dagenham, Redbridge, Aldershot, Welling. We lost against Yeovil 2-0 last time out as well. It means that we've had a massive jump and we currently sit in 7th place. 41 points from 27 games. We are pretty much verging on safety. We're 14 points clear of Kings Lynn. I mean, that's 5 games they've got to win unanswered before we do anything else. So things are looking on the up, and we have a chance with this away tie at Hartlepool to make some money and hopefully have a chance of making it into the 4th round of the FA Cup. We want a big tie. We were hoping to get one. We didn't get one. We got Scunthorpe. In the FA Trophy, we resumed hostilities with them, as actually we swapped places with them last season. As we got promoted, they are now 4th in the Vanarama National League North. And it's 2 big cup games that will both be coming up in this episode. Hartlepool first up, then Scunthorpe, and then Notts County and Maidenhead will also show at the end of January and the start of February as we look to wind down this season and hopefully still a mid-table finish and something that we can build on for next season. Tyrese Onyeka and Kieran Glynn have been firing in the goals. 18 for Tyrese Onyeka with 4 assists, 12 for Kieran Glynn with 1 assist, 7 for Daniel Bramall with 5 assists, 6 for Jordan Nicholson with 5 assists as well. And then the top assist maker is Lewis Maloney. He has 7 assists with 3 goals. So things are looking on the up for sure. I don't think we've brought anyone in. It's been a couple of days since I've accessed this save. Brendan Barr did come in on the 1st of December as he was expected to from Derry. Thus far, he has played in a total of 7 games, 9 in all competitions, 3 starts, 6 substitute appearances, 1 goal, 2 yellow cards, averaging a 6.58. So not great, but I say just come in, and attributes wise, it looks okay for this level. His physicals are okay, acceleration and pace are pretty good. His first touch is pretty good. His finishing is okay for an attacking midfielder's passing to 10, technique and tackling at 10. So he's got some okay numbers in there, and obviously he'll be playing behind the striker in the 4-2-3-1 when we play that formation. So hopefully he can improve on where he started off, because he hasn't started off too good, but I don't expect too much right off the bat. Right then, the side that is going to play Hartlepool away from home in the FA Cup is Cracknell in goal. Murray, Williams, Gooder and Dodds. Hunter and Maloney are the 2 midfielders. On the left is Bramall, right is Nicholson, and Barr plays behind Tyrese Onyeka. On the bench is Hancock, Woodthorpe, Glynn, Coulson, Burton, Whitehead, Grant, Lang and Carter, as we look to progress to the 4th round of the FA Cup and try and seal a big tie. This is also the first time that I've loaded up this game since the new patch, so we'll see if that does anything to the gameplay. I haven't seen any footage since it's been changed, so we'll find out together today as we're into the opening 20 minutes. Not a lot has happened. Hartlepool have had 4 shots. That's their first shot on target just then. We've had 4, 2 on target, but no highlights to speak of as we come to the half-hour mark. Featherstone looks like ball long for Chadwick, but Dodds can head it towards Hunter. Brings it down and looks back to Cracknell, and we can rebuild again from the back. Like I say, not a lot happens so far. We've had 8 shots. Haven't made anything count just yet as Nicholson now gets the ball. Looks for Tyrese Onyeka. Fowler will pick it up, but he makes a mistake. Onyeka wins the ball back, and a penalty has been awarded. And Lewis Maloney has the chance in the 39th minute to give us the lead here away at Hartlepool. Big chance, steps up, right-footed. And he scores, puts it into the bottom corner of the net. Lewis Maloney gets his 4th of the season. Scarborough 1, Hartlepool 0. We have been the better team for these first 40 minutes or so, and we take the lead from the penalty spot. It looked like a soft penalty, but we will take it because we want to get through to the 4th round. We want that big tie. We don't want to get knocked out by a League 1 side or a League 2 side. We'd rather get knocked out by Manchester United at home, where we can get some big bucks. Bramall now, inside right channel, trying to get away from his man, forced out wide towards that touchline. Can he get to his bottom? Pulls it back from Malone now onto his left foot, gives it to Dodds. Into Hunter, who's free on the edge of the box, and Hunter fires it in. Jack Hunter makes it 2-0, and both defensive midfielders get the goals today. And that was a great strike there. He found himself on the edge of the box with acres of space, and he's just fired the ball. It looked like he went under the goalkeeper. It was really well worked down that right hand side. Dodds laid it into Hunter, had space, fires the shot early, and I think that caught the goalkeeper out. And it is 2-0 just after half time, and that hopefully should be our spot in the 4th round secure. Ball fired long there, and Gouda can get up to win the head at Crawford. And it's played into Gray now. Gray, it's a shot from distance, and it had Cracknell slightly worried there. It was a bit of a pot shot. took it early as well. I don't know if he was trying to catch the goalkeeper out, but it remains 2-0 here as we still are only 8 minutes into the second half. Maybe counting my chickens a little bit before they hatch there, really. That boy's fired long and foul. Can deal with it. Williams makes a mistake. Onyeka has a chance for his 19th, and it's saved by the goalkeeper, and they can bring it away. But Bramall nips in to win it back. Bramall has a chance, and his ball across is cut out by Whelan. Wilson looks infield. Hunter, though, does brilliantly there to nip in and win that back. And we can build from the back as Hunter looks long there. Barr wins header into Onyeka. Back to Barr. Lovely pass to Bramall. Bramall with a chance, and it's 3-0. And that is the tie secure now. It's only 11 minutes into this second half, but it is 3-0. And what a play between Onyeka, Barr and Bramall to seal the game for us. Ball fired in towards Barr. He nods it down to Onyeka. The ball back into Barr. First time pass to Bramall. Inside the right fullback, and he just puts it in off the post. It's 3-0, and that is game, set and match here. What's up now down this left hand side, looking to stretch his legs to get away from his man. He does go a long way as well, gets to that byline towards Tyrese Onyeka, takes it down, has a chance, has to pull it back now to Nicholson. Nicholson will lay it across for Bramall, and I thought that was going to find its way in. Lynch picks it up though. Probably would be a shout of a back pass there. I think the defender got a foot in, and Tyrese Onyeka is going to end his day here, and Terence Carter is going to make his way onto the pitch, and we're also going to take off Jordan Nicholson and bring on, no we're not, we're going to bring Joel Grant on, for Daniel Bramall in our fifth and final change. As we just look to see this game right now, we've moved to the control possession mentality as that ball is put in towards Carter, heads it onto the bar, and it goes over. As we just look to see out the game, take it easy, calm things down, don't expend too much energy. We've got the 3-goal lead. We're in the FA Cup 4th round, and what a start to this episode. We have been absolutely dominant as well. 20 shots, 10 on target, 2.45 XG, and we know Hartlepool is struggling towards the bottom of League 2, but Wilson now has a chance to get one back. Hits the shot and Cracknell down to his right hand side, comfortably hangs on to it, and with 3 minutes to go, that's probably Hartlepool's best chance of the game as well. Most highlight worthy to say that. As there's 30 seconds to play, ball fired up, Dodds takes it down to Maloney, Hunter now, and this is just the plan now. Just see out the time as that ball is fired over the top of the defence. Nicholson's in behind now, gets towards the byline, holding the ball up, tackle goes in, and it's going to be a penalty kick. Second penalty of the game, and a chance with what will virtually be the last kick of the game as Brodie Patterson gets booked to make it 4-0. Is it going to be Lewis Maloney once again? As we wait to find out. If we just clicked, that would have been a lot quicker. Lewis Maloney it is, and scores just about 4-0 in front of just under 3,000 fans here at Hartlepool. We'll get half of the gate receipts as well for this, and a comprehensive 4-0 victory. Smashes it down the middle, and Lynch, I don't know what Lynch did there, to be fair. It is 4-0, it is game over, and that is fantastic. Maloney twice from the spot, Hunter and Bramall getting the other two, and we are through to the FA Cup 4th round. Let's hope for a big tie today. We also receive £100,000. Our finances, we have £644,000 in the bank. Things are looking up in terms of that. And like I said, we're hoping for a big 4th round tie to really boost that bank balance. FA Cup 4th round draw. And I think I said this in the last episode, not a fan of this new draw. Now, if we advance, Brentford take on Brighton. Tottenham take on Forest. Okay, we can advance slightly better. It just takes a few more clicks by the looks of things. Coventry take on Arsenal. That's a big team. So we have a home tie. We are 4th, well, 9th out of the hat. 4th match. Who are we going to get at home? Shall we leave it, just let it go in suspense? Is it going to do it? Come on, Jimmy. No, do I have to click it? Oh, Bristol City. That is... no disrespect. But you wanted a bigger tie. We're at home against Bristol City. They're 12th in Sky Bet League 1. They should beat us. Right then, chance to progress in the FA Trophy as well as Cracknell, Murray, Williams, Gooder and Dodds are the back 5. Phyllis Cook and Hunter are the 2 midfielders. Bramall on the left, Nicholson on the right, and changes to the attacking midfielder and the striker as Hancock goes behind Carter for this game as we look to progress in this FA Trophy to the 5th round. So we went for the revenge speech before this game after Scunthorpe knocks out of the FA Cup in the 4th qualifying round last season, I believe it was. I don't think we made the 1st round proper last season. So we're looking to get something back over them. Obviously, we swapped places. They've dropped down from the National League to the National League North. We have gone from the National League North to the National League. So Malley looks for Gallimore. Gallimore hits a shot, and Daniel Gallimore, fires it into the top corner, and Scunthorpe take the lead here today. 3 shots they've had now, 2 on target, and they finally hit the back of the net. O'Malley on the left hand side, he pulled it back to Gallimore, took a touch, sets himself, and has a superb finish. 1-0 to Scunthorpe. Does throws that into Hancock now. Hancock trying to get away from his man, looks to get the cross in. Nicholson will pick it up at the far post, chests it down. Nicholson tries to pull it back, and Winstanley can cut it out and fire it long, and that header is won by Gouda. Phyllis Kirk. Bramall has a bit of space, lays it back into Dodds. His ball over the top for Bramall, pulls it back, and it's put into the net by Josh Hancock. Scores after coming into the side after the victory last week, and it is 1-1. It's a really well worked goal. Daniel Bramall down that right hand side. It was a great cross in, finished brilliantly by Hancock, and it is 1-1. Bramall pulls it back. That is a lovely finish across Foster. 1-1, 58 minutes on the clock. Gallimore infield to Pugh. Looks at ball over the top for Hughes. He'll get there, keeps it in play. Under a little bit of pressure, lays it back to O'Malley. And Mason O'Malley fires it in. And 3 minutes after getting back on level terms, we are behind once more. Ball over the top. We just didn't deal with it. And it was pulled back for Mason O'Malley. And that is a superb finish. Hughes did well here to keep it in play. And just lays it back to the onrushing O'Malley, who fires it first time past Cracknell. 2-1 here, just over an hour played. We have been a bit better in the second half. Not great, but a bit better than what we were in the first half. The first half an hour, so we were pretty dreadful. No highlights, nothing really to shout home about on the stats as well. As Flynn is dispossessed, Onyeka though wins the ball back. Phyllis Kirk now looks at ball through for Kieran Glynn, who misses the target. And I'd have put money on him scoring there. Kieran Glynn, who's been lethal for us in the first season and a half we've been here, gets through one-on-one, and you'd expected him to hit the back of the net there. We have out-XG'd them as well, which is kind of surprising, really, considering we haven't created that much. Well done there from Phyllis Kirk. Nicholson looks down the line for Onyeka. Onyeka now looking to pull the ball back. He does pull it back. Pugh hooks it away. Headed back by Murray. Phyllis Kirk. Hunter now has to go all the way back to Williams, and we'll regroup again from the back. Williams looks long over the top. Bramall wins header. Onyeka hits the post, and he's offside. Starting to become a little bit more dominant in this game now. Scunthorpe they want to play it from the back every single time, and a couple of times we've managed to dispossess them and win the ball back. This isn't one of those times though, as Pugh has the ball now, goes back to Young, flicks it out to O'Malley. His control is good to keep it away from his man. Infield to Gallimore. Hunter though nips in to win that back. The attack is on for us now. Hunter got to find the right pass out to the right hand side of Woodthorpe. His ball is poor though, and O'Malley can just collect it comfortably and hold on to it, and Foster looks long. Murray though wins it. Hooks it back up towards Nicholson, who wins the header. Onyeka dispossesses Young. Onyeka! And Tyrese Onyeka gets his 20th of the season. It's 2-2. I said we were starting to become the dominant team, and we are back on level terms for the second time in this game. Ball was fired long. Murray just fired it back into the opposition half. Nicholson flicked it on, and Young's clearance hit Onyeka, who was through one-on-one, and it's a lovely finish across the goalkeeper. It's 2-2, and now we have to go and win this game. Into extra time we go. I forgot off camera before this episode actually started that I clicked that we would be happy to go to extra time and penalties if this tie finished a draw, and it has done just that. In the first half of extra time, nothing has happened. Like I say, we've now ahead on shots. We were the dominant team towards the end of that game, and we still remain the dominant team here in extra time. Do we get an extra sub in these games as well? Because if we do, I would not mind seeing Brendan Barr come on, and Brendan Barr will come on. He will move into the centre. Kieran Glynn will move out to the right hand side, and hopefully we can make it count as my dryer just goes off there. Not sure how much of that is going to be picked up by the microphone, as we have 5 minutes left to play. Lewis will put the ball in. Boyce with a header, it's over the bar. Free kick. There is less than 30 seconds left. Onyeka will take it centre goal about 30 yards out. Can he do the business here? Tyrese Onyeka steps up and he puts it in, and Tyrese Onyeka, with 10 seconds to play, gives us the lead for the first time in the game, and surely gives us a spot in the FA Trophy 5th round. What a free kick from Tyrese Onyeka. And it is Scunthorpe United 2, Scarborough Athletic 3, and we get revenge for them knocking us out of the FA Cup last year. We go through to the 5th round of the FA Trophy. What a turnaround after such a poor start. Daniel Gallimore gave them the lead on 19 minutes. Josh Hancock equalised in the 58th minute. Mason O'Malley then put them back ahead 4 minutes later on the 62nd minute. But then Tyrese Onyeka on the 81st minute, and then that free kick in the 120th minute to seal our place in the 5th round. What a start to this episode. Back-to-back cup wins, and we just need to keep this on in the league now. 3-2, we are through. And we are here for the FA Trophy 5th round, and we're back to the old way for the FA Trophy. So, Scarborough Athletic, we are first out of the hat. Who are we going to get? We have got Dorking, who beat us 5-1 last time out. They are 16th in the National League, but they absolutely spanked us last time we played them. We're not too bothered about the rest of them because we just need to win our game. And are we going to arrange extra time? I think we will. We look very strong when games go long. And what does this do to the fixture list? That game goes in on... That game hasn't been added in just yet. Let's continue forward once more and let's have a look. When does that game? It's been added in after the Bristol game. So do we come back for another cup special? We are going to play Notts County, and for about the 7th time in this episode we're going to change what the plan is. We're going to play Notts County, we're going to play Rochdale, Maidenhead and Kings Lynn off camera, then we're going to come back for Bristol and Dorking in the FA Cup and FA Trophy. And then we'll decide what we're going to draft. Because if we keep progressing and the ties are so close together, I don't want to put too many games in one episode, sorry. So we will play Notts County, who are top of the table. And I think not necessarily run away, but they have 2 points over Rochdale in second. We have a couple of tough games really coming up now. So it's gonna be tough, but we just need to keep working on it because we've proven we can beat teams in higher leagues. Games are coming thick and fast this week, where we take on Notts County away from home, who are top of the table. Then we travel away to Rochdale, who are second. And then we host Maidenhead, who are 20th in the final game of the week. And that is going to be one hell of a tough week, because if we lose to Notts County and Rochdale, as you'd expect us to probably lose to them as well, that game against Maidenhead becomes a little bit more important, because we'll be on a poor run of form. And I don't know how their run of form is at the moment, but it is Cracknell in goal, Murray, Lang, Gouda and Dodds. Philliskirk and Maloney are the two midfielders. Bramwell on the left, Glynn is on the right, and Barr plays behind Onyeka. And like I say, we need to get winning games in the league, like we've just done in the cup. I mean, even a point here wouldn't be the end of the world, with Rochdale coming up and then Maidenhead at the end of the week. Lang now bringing it out from the back, passes it short into Philliskirk. The ball to Cracknell was a little bit loose there, and I think if Notts County had pressed that, they might have been able to win the ball. Dodds, though, on the right hand side, will get towards the ball now. Gets the crossing for Tyrese Onyeka. Header is blocked. Robinson can flick it away. Dodds will have another attempt. He does put it in towards Bramwell, and Boney comes out and collects it comfortably. Thought maybe Bramwell could have attacked that there, and I think if he did attack it, there was a chance to get a goal. That ball's fired long. Lang wins the header. Vincent will smash it clear, though. Saul is in behind Lang. Saul has a chance, and his shot is saved well by Cracknell. Mental how tight this table is. As things stands, we will be in 10th place. Obviously, we've only played 2 cup games in this episode. As Maloney looks that ball into Bramwell, is he going to be able to keep it in? He does keep it in. Does really well there. Pulls it back to Maloney. He gets crossing first time. Headed away from Glynn. Who's he going to be picked up by? Philliskirk. It's into Onyeka now. Hits a shot, and it brushed the roof of the net as it went past. The decent effort. And the keeper didn't move, which makes me wonder, an inch or two low, does that find its way into the back of the net? Pull back for Dean now, looks towards the edge of the box, Alexander! And he's hit the bar. What a ferocious strike that is. It's played back in and Cracknell collects it. And that was probably the best chance of the game there. And the woodwork keeping Notts County out remains 0-0. And we're going to go into half time here on level terms. We're not playing particularly well, but we've had a couple of chances and we've been around their box a few times. So not completely poor, but Notts County 0, Scarborough 0. And it's not the worst result in the world at the way things stand. Vincent dispossesses Onyeka there and he gives it back to Almond, who just hangs on to it, finds the ball in field to Dean. Into Scott with his back to goal now. Turns it around the corner for Robinson, who's got space on the left hand side. Robinson now forced towards the byline. Dodds goes in with the challenge. He rides the challenge well and he'll give it into Scott now. Back to Dean, who gets the cross in. Souls up and he loops the header over Cracknell, and it's 1-0, and it was really well worked down that left hand side there by Notts County. They managed to free the ball up, rode the challenge of Dodds, headed Robinson. He laid it back to Scott, and Dean had just made himself free on the corner of the box. The cross is good, and Sewell, with 2 men on him, just loops the header over Cracknell. It's 1-0, and it's no less than Notts County deserve here, really. They've been the better team, clearly onside as well. So we just probably tried to rush out a little bit too slow, and goal down, and that is not a great start to the second half, especially getting them into half time at 0-0. I thought maybe we were going to be able to find something, but as it stands, as we go towards the hour mark, Notts County 1, Scarborough 0. Robinson picks that ball up now. It was a loose clearance by Gouda. Back onto his right foot, lays it back into Cameron. Vincent now receives it, gives it back out to Robinson. Try and hang on to possession of the ball now as he finds the pass. Cameron into Onan. Onan under a little bit of pressure, gets away from his man, and the shot flashed across goal. Remains 1-0. Good effort there, though. It's just under 7,000 fans here at Meadow. Is it Meadow Lane? Notts County? I think it is. 15 minutes to play, and I think it is time for substitution o'clock now, because again, we haven't been I mean, I say we haven't been bad. Daniel Brown is playing a 6. We're going to bring Michael Coulson on for him, who's been our worst player. Sam Murray isn't playing well. Nathan Woodford up is going to come on, and Kieran Glynn hasn't played well, neither has Brendan Barr. We don't have someone who can come in on that. Maybe if we move Coulson into the middle, and then we can bring Brendan Barr off and bring Terence Carter on that left-hand side. He's not really a winger. He can play out there, but not an out-and-out winger by any stretch of the imagination now. As hopefully we'll play this ball short and not just gift possession back to Notts County. We do just that. It goes out to Dodds on the right-hand side now. He has a bit of space to run into. Finds Maloney. He's ball over the top for Onyeka. That is the ball over the top we wanted to play, and Onyeka's missed the target. Oh no. We're good at creating chances, and that was our chance there to get on level terms and probably get a draw that we don't deserve. And Onyeka hits the outside of the post. And in a game with very few highlights, we have gone down 1-0 to top of the league. It's not an awful result. But what a chance for Onyeka at the end there to get us a point. And it finishes Notts County 1, Scarborough Athletic 0. They're nothing to be scared of, really, the way we're playing, the way they're playing. But just so disappointed to lose that game in that manner there. Down to 11th in the table after that defeat. 41 points from 28 games. We are 2 points off Aldershot in the playoffs. It is very tight from 4th all the way down to us really in 11th. You'd think that the title is going to be contested by Chesterfield, Rochdale and Notts County. I don't think we're good enough. I think if we were to somehow make the playoffs this year, I don't think we're good enough to get promoted. Like I said, just before that game, we are going to play Rochdale, Maidenhead and Kings Lynn all off camera. We're going to come back for Bristol City and Dorking. Depending on how we get on in those games and depending when the possible FA Cup 5th round tie and FA Trophy quarter-final ties come up, we'll play through Barnet and Halifax. Barnet are in 23rd, Halifax are in 4th. Game towards the bottom and the top end of the table, unless obviously the cup games take precedence. Because, I mean, we've got a chance of winning the FA Trophy this season. We 100% have. And like I say, if we beat Dorking in the next episode, we are through to the quarterfinals, and it'll be a chance to possibly go on and get our first piece of cup silverware of this save. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and we'll be back again tomorrow as we take on Bristol City and Dorking in the FA Cup and FA Trophy. A couple of cup specials in a row for you now, take away from the league action. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.